Well, good morning, friends. I am Pastor Michelle. I will not be sharing a sermon today. I will be in Salon, and during Salon, I am going to talk about holiday traditions and the importance of traditions, and even the importance of letting go of traditions if they don't work for you anymore. And I thought I would just share a few words from my own personal life for those who may not make it to Salon. I wanted to share some of my own insight. So this past year has been a lot for me. There's been a lot of different changes, so many changes. Mostly good, a lot of good. A lot of good even in the midst of the bad. So in March, I left my ex-wife and I got divorced. And then I found new love. So it's been a year that I've grieved, and I've also had joy, because you both can exist in the same place. I mean, that's what the movie Inside Out teaches us, right? That sadness and joy coexist together. It's not one or the other. And right now, like I have some grief still when I think about traditions, because so many of the traditions especially around the holidays, we all have different traditions around holidays. So many of my traditions have gone away this year because I'm no longer obviously married to my ex-wife, and I'm no longer hanging out with the chosen family that my ex and I made along the way. And along the way, we had all these traditions that we did. You know, we would host a chosen family Thanksgiving. We would go see Christmas lights with our chosen family. We'd go to our chosen family's house for New Year's Eve. All those things are things the traditions that are now gone. But, however, what's beautiful about traditions is that you can create new ones. Like, you may say goodbye to some, but you also say hello to some, right? And this year, with my new love, Jessica and her family, we are doing new traditions. We went to see Christmas lights, and we did it at the place in Kettering. I can't remember off the top of my head where we went, but we went and saw some Christmas lights and got to see Santa. And we're doing a White Elephant Christmas gift exchange with some friends on New Year's Eve. So it's these new traditions. But I do miss, right? We miss the old traditions. We miss the way things were. You know, I will just say too that I miss every holiday gets different, right? One of the things that I did for my mom for Christmas Eve was I made her this video back when I was 16 years old. This year. So it's been since I don't remember when I was 16. That seems like a whole decade ago, and it was over a decade ago. That's hard to believe, because So I made this video for my mom, and every year until this year, we have watched that video on Christmas Eve or on Christmas morning. So it's a little sad to me that we're not watching it this year because I've misplaced the DVD. But that doesn't mean my mom and I can't create a new tradition, can't maybe watch a new thing. But the one I want to just bring up, like the one I think about every year when holidays come around, I think sometimes within families, there's always the glue that holds, and someone kind of represents the glue that holds a family together. And for my family, when I was a kid, that was my grandparents. That was my mama and papa, my mom's parents. And when Thanksgiving came around, when Christmas came around and Easter came around, my grandma would always be cooking a big meal. And even Sundays, I think it was Sunday afternoons, my grandma would make a big pot roast almost every Sunday. And our family would gather together at my grandma at their house, and we'd enjoy delicious pot roast. And I would enjoy I used to love dipping my green beans in applesauce. I actually still like doing that. But those are traditions. So when my grandparents died, my family split, kind of, my family of origin, and not split in a bad way necessarily, but like they moved. Like my aunt and uncle, they moved up north, and then my other family moved down south to Georgia. So things are different because we don't come together as often. But when we do come together, it's amazing. This year was different. Like, one of the things that we did start was watching the movie Elf every year. We did not watch it this year. At least I didn't watch it with my family of origin. And we used to do Elfster, which is a Secret Santa thing. And this year we didn't do Elfster. We did a gift exchange where you sit in a circle. Someone reads "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and every time the word right or left comes up, you pass your gift to the left or right. And then at the end of the story, whatever gift you end up with, that's yours to take. Or if you want to trade with someone. And that's what we did instead of a Secret Santa. And it was actually really nice. So I share all that because, traditions are important. But it's also important to recognize that it's okay when traditions fall away. It's important to create new ones. And that's what I'm trying to do with my new love, Jessica. We are creating memories on our own. We are creating memories within our family. So that is what my my thoughts are on traditions. I'll talk a little bit more in Salon. But I will say this, just to be vulnerable as we share different things this time of year, right? I have never been happier. There was a lot of things I didn't share about my previous relationship with my ex-wife. But suffice it to say, I now understand love. Love isn't supposed to be centered around pain. And I see that now. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. My life this past year has had so many changes, but so many good ones too. So I'm just so grateful for the new traditions that I'm taking on, for the new things I'm taking on this year. And so, my friends, I hope that this new year brings much joy in your life. And even if there's sadness and grief, I hope that we can get through anything this life may offer us. I hope we can walk along this road called life, this journey called life together. Just know I'm always here as your pastor, as your friend. You're not alone. And the faith community is there for each other as well, just as much at Harmony Creek Church, because Harmony Creek Church is like a family. And that's one of the biggest things that draws people into joining our community. So much love to all of you, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.